From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Good Thursday morning. If you're just joining us, another atmospheric river day, which means warm temperatures and wet mountains and more melting snow. Pretty much says it all. If you check outside right now, very, very warm, and we're going to be tracking some breezy winds later in the afternoon. Temperatures, again, extremely warm this morning as we step outside. 61 Tri-Cities. Temperatures have dropped a little bit in Yakima. We were at 64 degrees the last hour, so a little bit of a cool down as we hit our overnight lows right around now. Now today, getting outside, there's a very slight chance of rain. I wouldn't consider an umbrella needed today with these light chances, but look at our temperatures, very, very warm. And then skirt alert in the afternoon. Look for those breezy to gusty winds infecting the day later on. Breezy winds, highs in the 70s, mountain showers, rapid snow melt going on in our Cascades and our Blues. We do have a big temperature drop as we head towards the weekend, and today is Let's Laugh Day, so go ahead and take that on as your Thursday just begins. Jade?
Thanks, Stacy. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, driver crashing into a wall, then disappearing. Now deputies asking for the public's help to find him. What we know about the search this morning and how authorities are tracking the suspect down. And a high-profile case involving a Washington State Patrol trooper taking a turn as Washington State Trooper at the center of this deadly crash is now stepping down. This morning, we're going to hear from Sarah Clayson's attorney on what her resignation means as the case moves forward. And new details this morning after a body was found in the Columbia River. Officials now know who that man was. This morning, we're going to break down what they believe the cause of death was.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott. And we do begin the 6 o'clock hour with a crime alert out of Pasco. One person arrested yesterday morning after crashing into a church. Take a look at the damage at the scene. Big mess to clean up there. It all happened on the 1100 block of Court Street. Pasco police say the driver was allegedly trying to run from police after he was first made contact with in another part of town. Well, it all happened around 8:30. Luckily, no one was injured. The church, though, you can see sustained some pretty significant damage there. After a brief struggle, that man who was driving was taken into custody and now facing a number of charges.
I was called by my tenant, and they said that somebody had driven into the building and that there were police on site. The car had hit the building and pulled away and looked like he was trying to hit the building in another spot.
And now Pasco police say they will be releasing more details about the crash at a later date. Now to a situation unfolding just outside of Kennewick. Benton County Sheriff's deputies and Kennewick Police searching for a wanted man who ran from the scene after crashing a car that he had borrowed into a low wall. Happened yesterday afternoon. Crash first reported by neighbors just outside of Kennewick city limits at Kellogg and Willamette. Cops say the man was driving recklessly. A woman who was in the car at the time was detained and interviewed by deputies a few blocks away on Arrowhead near Edison. Now, we know that a law enforcement drone was also deployed and a tow truck was later called to take that car away for evidence.
I mean, at this point, there's no danger, no issue to the public. We're not entirely sure why this person ran from the vehicle. It could be a number of things, but right now we're doing a check just to ensure that if we do locate him, we'd like to identify him and figure out who he is.
No one was injured. The woman who was questioned was released. Deputies say if you know anything, give them a call as they continue their search. 6:04 and some new developments this morning involving a Washington State Patrol trooper and the case tied to a deadly crash. Washington State Patrol announcing yesterday Trooper Sarah Clayson has resigned from her post effective April 1st, 2026. Authorities say her trial is still ongoing and they will not comment on her service, the events leading to her arrest or agency process until these court proceedings are complete. Clayson is facing DUI vehicular homicide charges following a deadly crash in Richland in March of 2025. Well, our team reached out to Sarah Clayson's defense attorney, Scott Johnson, to learn more. And he said, in part, quote, "The decision to resign was not made lightly. It reflects the extraordinary pressure and circumstances surrounding this situation. Not any admission of wrongdoing. We ask that it not be mischaracterized. Johnson went on to say that the rush to judgment in this case continues to be both premature and inappropriate. Our client is entitled to the full presumption of innocence, and we expect that right to be respected by the public and the media alike. Johnson ended by saying he will continue to vigorously challenge these allegations and hold the prosecution to its burden of proof. He told us via email that he is confident that a full and fair examination of the evidence will present a far more complete and accurate picture than what has been suggested publicly. 6:05 now to a story that we've been following this morning. West Benton Fire Rescue explaining its response to a recent house fire outside its district. Officials say the home was not in a fire district, meaning it did not have dedicated fire protection. Well, crews arrived to find the home mostly fully engulfed in flames. Strong winds, there was collapsing power lines, and parts of that structure were falling. So firefighters took a defensive approach, saying the home could not be saved. No injuries were reported. The homeowner is now receiving assistance. Now to an update out of Franklin County. Coroner's office identifying the man found dead in the Columbia River. They say he was 43-year-old Ricardo Aguilar of Pasco. It all happened Monday morning. Franklin County Sheriff's Office found his body in the Columbia River near an industrial dock just south of the Port of Pasco after a fisherman on shore reported seeing a body in the water. Coroner's office ruling his death an accident, saying that he drowned in the river. And sticking with Franklin County and the growing divide between the two counties, tensions between Benton and Franklin continue to escalate over the future of the juvenile justice services. Now, Benton County commissioners vote to remove communication requirements with Franklin County over juvenile justice services, and the decision will allow Benton County to move forward without giving Franklin County any advance notice of changes to the juvenile center. Well, Franklin County Administrator Brian Danzel says the move adds to frustrations after Benton County dismissed Franklin County's plans.
There was no feedback given as to how we could make it a better plan. And then there was an absolute outright refusal on the part of the bench to even meet with anybody at all from Franklin County.
Danzel disputes claims that Franklin County is slowing progress and says the ongoing dispute costs Franklin County about $250,000 each month. Benton County declined to comment, saying the matter is under internal review. Both counties continue working towards operating separate juvenile facilities. 6:07, looking to Kittitas County now, where deputies are issuing a warning about the dangers of winter recreation after multiple rescues over the weekend. So on March 15th, 2 snowmobilers were reported overdue near Snoqualmie Pass after getting stuck in deep snow. Search and rescue found them the next morning at an emergency camp that they built to wait out the night. Now, they were helped back to safety. At the same time, deputies rescued a woman who injured her knee and was unable to leave the wilderness. She was transported to receive medical care, and then another group in Menashash Wilderness called for help but managed to exit on their own before a rescue team could reach them. Authorities reminding travelers that winter conditions can change very quickly. They urge everyone to check weather and avalanche risks, carry proper gear, and be prepared for emergencies before you head out. Taking you to Ellensburg now, where police are investigating a threat made towards Morgan Middle School. Threat was made just yesterday. Officers say they kept students indoors as a precaution while working in the area. Police say they are closely working with the school district and added that they respond to similar threats each year using safety protocols. They added that the school was not in a secure status and there was no indication of an immediate threat, but the investigation is ongoing. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, spring break travel is ramping up, but airport delays becoming a concern. TSA officers are working without pay. Call-outs and resignations are on the rise. Coming up in this morning's Consumer Alert, we're going to see what travelers can do to avoid those long lines and any disruptions. And giving you a live look from our Bi-Mart camera, this one out of Yakima. Stacy Lee is with us this morning. Coming up after the break, she is going to let you know what you can expect as you head out the door.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. Upgrade your kitchen with the spacious LG refrigerator with its innovative cooling technology and generous storage capacity. Keep your food fresher for longer while enjoying the modern design that complements any kitchen decor. The Smart ThinQ technology allows you to control and diagnose your refrigerator from your smartphone. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
This season, your refund goes further.
At all Walker's Furniture and Mattress locations. For a limited time, we're giving you a sales tax discount equal to double the sales tax. So you can refresh your space for much less with the tax break you need and the comfort you deserve.
Plus, with no money down, special financing for 5 years, you can save now and pay over time.
This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Nob Hill Casino invites you to have a ball. Not only do we have the friendliest dealers in town, but our progressive games have amazing jackpots. Play great Vegas-style table games 7 days a week. And when you join our Players Club, you'll unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Plus, Players Club members automatically take part in our Have a Ball drawing every hour on the half hour from 9:30 to 2:30. So grab your friends and take the short drive to Nob Hill Casino, where the locals come to win.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make it a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg meal for $5.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Happy Thursday morning. The weekend right ahead. Legends Casino Skycam looking at the Columbia River in Richland this morning, 61 degrees. Winds coming from the southwest at 10 miles per hour. Your feels like temp 61. It's a nice warm morning, not going to require a coat. Look at the temperatures around the region. 60s in Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, as well as Pendleton. 50s in the Yakima Valley, a little bit cooler in Ellensburg. Look at the 24-hour temperature change. Just 24 hours ago, it's 19 degrees warmer in Yakima right now, 15 degrees warmer in Tri-Cities, 14 in Walla Walla. So very, very warm morning. Excuse me, no coat required. Heat dome on the western portion of the United States, and that will continue to be the case. Your daytime highs today are going to reach the 70s for most of our areas. A little bit cooler in Ellensburg, but still very, very nice warm weather for today. We're also going to see some breezy and gusty winds. We're seeing a few breezes in the Tri-Cities as well as up in our mountain passes, Blewett and White Pass. But that also blows around the pollen. If you've been sneezing a lot, I know I have. Juniper, elm, and alder is what is in bloom, and you can see our pollen levels get extremely high as we head towards the weekend. So start taking the allergy meds now, and again, get ready for those temperatures today in the 70s. Jade?
Thanks, Stacey. 6:13, turning now to a consumer alert. This as a long simmering congressional stalemate. It has burst into very public view at the nation's airports this morning. Karen Caifa is in Washington with a look at travelers' options amid ballooning TSA wait times at airports.
Spring break volume collides with a congressional impasse, with airline passengers stalled in the middle.
Even if you're going to an airport that hasn't had issues with these staffing shortages, you just don't know when it can happen.
TSA officers have worked without pay since February 14th, when Department of Homeland Security funding lapsed amid a stalemate over federal immigration reform. TSA officials say callouts and resignations are mounting.
Our TSA officers, as long as they don't get paid, they're going to continue to call out. They can't afford to come in. and they're going to quit altogether, and that's a serious concern.
The Department of Transportation says passengers are entitled to refunds only for a canceled flight, a schedule change, or a significant delay, or on a fully refundable ticket that isn't used, not a TSA backup. But Meghna Maharishi, airline reporter at travel news site Skift, recommends travelers stay in close touch with their airline. Some are offering more rebooking flexibility.
That is a circumstance that is also outside of your control, and it is outside of the airline's control too.
Off-peak travel may also ease wait times.
I definitely say either like early morning or very late at night. Those are probably going to be the two best times, just because there probably won't be as many flights taking off, and there probably won't be as many passengers on those flights, so you probably won't be dealing with very long security lines.
Passengers can also consider TSA pre-check for future travel. Maharishi says some travel credit cards will reimburse consumers for the cost. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
And according to TSA Acting Deputy Administrator Adam Stahl, some smaller airports could even face potential closures if the federal shutdown continues. Be sure to stay with Good Morning Northwest as we continue to follow the story and bring you the latest developments. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest on this Thursday morning. It is 6:15, giving you a live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. Stacey Lee is going to have your full First Alert forecast after the break.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles, on-the-spot financing, top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Right now, get over $7,300 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $1,250 members-only incentive.
Spring is in the air and creativity is blooming at Custer's 27th Annual Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Shop from over 150 Northwest artisans featuring fine art, handcraft, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this popular show a must-see event. Gather your friends for a weekend of creative fun and join us in celebrating and supporting local and regional artists and crafters. Tickets on sale now at custershows.com.
At the Pacific Campus, our medical care for seniors is built with intention. We take time, we listen, we create personalized plans designed for strength, clarity, and longevity. And because your care is inside the PC, wellness isn't separate from your healthcare. It's part of it. Membership isn't required, but many choose it to stay active and connected. Call, text, or stop by. We're always here for you. Your fourth quarter matters. Let's play it strong.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles, on-the-spot financing, top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Next live, Kate Mara plus Lara Spencer from That Thrifting Show.
That means I am cleaning out those closets.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
You know what I do? I go.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
Happy Thursday. Let's all laugh day, by the way. So get out there and enjoy a good laugh today. Bi-Mart Skycam looking into the Yakima Valley. It is a warm morning in Yakima, 59 degrees. Just a little while ago, it was at 64. Now the humidity at 30%, 34%. Winds are light at 8 miles per hour. So not a bad day overall. Futurecast, our satellite and radar. Yep, we're watching that atmospheric river. It's kind of a little less intense today, but we're still seeing that rain falling on the west side of the state, and we'll continue to see that mountain showers as well. About a half an inch or so or more could fall today, and overall, we're going to collect up to about 4 inches of rain in our passes. So White Pass seeing a rainy day. Pretty light here. We will see a stray shower moving through the area. Again, between Sunnyside and Tri-Cities, a light sprinkle, if that, through the region. Overall, we're going to stay dry for the most part. And again, that rain continues in the mountains. Moderate flooding possible on our Natchez River Friday and Saturday. We'll see the crest starting to happen like Friday. It looks like a Friday night. So Thursday night, Friday is when we'll see the big crest, a little over 19.16 feet of water. So water is running swift, cold, and high in that area. Be very safe. Let's talk about temperature. 73 was our high in Yakima yesterday. Didn't break a record. We did break a record back on March the 7th, and we're continuing to see our temperatures above average for the month of March so far in Yakima. Temperatures again will be above the average. Might not break records for Yakima, but we could see some broken records in other places. Also later today, cue up those breezy to gusty winds, anywhere from 20 to 30 miles an hour through the region. Again, that'll be later on today. Overnight lows tonight, 50s again for most of us. That's very, very warm for this time of year. Let's take a look at our 7-day. Breezy winds, slight chance of rain in Ellensburg. We have the first day of spring with a little wet weather possible, staying in the 60s there in the Ellensburg area. Yakima seeing temperatures in the 70s. It's up there. Slight chance of rain both days. Looking nice for the weekend. Taking a look at the Tri-Cities, 75. It is warm out there. And not a bad looking day for the first day of spring. Temperatures drop off rapidly, though, as you see into the weekend. And next week we'll kind of stay where we should be in the 60s. That's normal for this time of year. Nice and warm in Hermiston, 76 degrees. Look for those breezy afternoon winds there today as well. And Walla Walla also very warm, 76 on Friday, and then the big drop off on Saturday. So again, the cold front moves in, more average temperatures getting into the weekend, and we're tracking some storm systems moving through the first part of next week. But get ready, the first day of spring is right there. Jade?
I'm ready. I'm loving this spring-like weather. Okay, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, a courtroom verdict tied to a viral music feud. Also, awards shows continuing to see shrinking audiences, and big names are set to take the stage on TV at major festivals. We've got the latest Hollywood headlines coming up after the break.
If you use opioids like fentanyl, you need to be ready for the possibility of an overdose. For starters, communicate. If you're using alone, ask someone you trust to check on you. Stay accessible. Be sure people can get to you if you need help. And start with a small dose, especially if it's been a while. The short version? Plan ahead. Stay safe. You're worth the effort. More tips at preventoverdosewa.org/safety tips.
This is the Tempur Active Breeze. It's designed to help sleepers with different climate needs rest comfortably all night. So no more fighting over the AC or the covers. Because the Tempur Active Breeze Smart Bed delivers a sleep temperature range of up to 30 degrees and helps you and your partner get the personalized comfort you need for the deep, undisturbed rest you deserve.
And score a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Plus, 72 months, no interest. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Life's better when you're under our roof, because we're as committed to protecting your dreams as you are to taking care of them and teaching the next generation.
Looking good.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Austin Reed. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news this morning, we are following up on a story that we first brought you yesterday, and our side won.
Okay, that's right. A jury has now reached a verdict in the case involving rapper Afroman and 7 Ohio sheriff's deputies.
Yeah, jurors found Afroman did not defame the deputies or invade their privacy when he released a series of music videos following a 2022 raid on his home.
The deputies argued that the videos contained false statements that damaged their reputations. However, Afroman said the content was protected under the First Amendment.
Case stems from that 2022 search carried out with a warrant related to drug trafficking and kidnapping. No charges were filed. Go Afroman.
That's right. Well, the cameras were in his house, so, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I know.
All right. From big wins to some tough losses in viewership, that is. Ratings for this year's Oscars are the lowest since 2022.
Variety reporting about 18 million viewers tuned in on ABC or Hulu, and that's down 9% from last year, even despite praise from Conan O'Brien's hosting.
I did like him hosting. Nielsen also reports declines in viewership for other recent award shows as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a sign of the times a little bit, you know.
Maybe they need to go bye-bye.
Yeah.
Just have the red carpet. We
like the red carpet, yeah. And speaking of, she looks beautiful on the red carpet there. From the Oscars to Saturday night, where Tina Fey is set to host the first episode of SNL UK, which premieres this weekend, joined by musical guest Wet Leg.
I never heard of that. The show's format is going to be similar to its American counterpart, so expect to see an opening monologue and a satirical news segment. SNL UK will broadcast live from London and be available to stream on Peacock on Sundays. So good stuff if you like SNL.
I like Tina Fey, so
yeah,
I might tune in.
Are they going to say she has an
Sunday.
accent, or is she going to do her British accent? I don't know.
Time will tell. All right, and Lollapalooza's 2026 headliner list is out. Recent collaborators Charli XCX and Lorde are on that list.
That's right. So are Tate McRae, the Smashing Pumpkins, and Olivia Dean.
I love her.
The Lollapalooza pre-sale starts today.
All right, I gotta look up Wet Leg.
Wet Leg.
I gotta see what their vibe is.
Are they British, maybe?
I'm assuming they must be. We're gonna do a little deep dive on that real quick and let you know. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A local school making a major shift towards clean energy. Solar panels and battery storage are coming to Valley View Elementary. This morning, we're going to explain how that project works and what it means for students. That's straight ahead in your 6:30 half hour.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Built for early mornings, long days, and whatever comes next. The Chevy Silverado is the truck that gets it done, day after day. Right now, get supplier pricing for all. Plus, stack on available incentives and rebates to save even more. Lease a new Silverado for just $417 a month. And when you buy with McCurley, it's easy, honest, and hassle-free from start to finish. McCurley Chevrolet, your way home.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now. Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for the 6:30 half hour of Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott, and we want to send it over to the weather wall where Stacy Lee is standing in for Josh this morning and talking about another warm day, which I love.
Yeah, the temperatures are warm, but check this out. It's the third day in a row of this setup. It has not changed. Atmospheric river continues to bring moisture to the Pacific Northwest, Washington specifically, and we've been seeing lots of rain across our Cascades and the west side of the mountain. So warm temperatures also associated with that, and there's basically a heat dome over the whole western United States. Now we are going to see temperatures heating up into the 70s. Look at this, 76 in Pendleton and Hermiston, Tri-Cities at 75. Light chances of rain. I wouldn't think you need an umbrella for that. You certainly won't need a coat out the door this morning. It is warm. I would be a little apprehensive about a flowy skirt today because we are going to see some breezy to gusty winds in the afternoon for the ladies. So think about that. So breezy winds, highs in the 70s. Those showers continue in the mountains, rapidly melting our snow. We're keeping an eye on those rivers, creeks, and streams. We are going to cool down as we head towards the weekend. And as you head out the door, today is National Let's Laugh Day. So I guess take your best joke to work today. Jade?
I love it. Thank you. All right, we begin this half hour of news with an education alert where one school is focusing on the future. This as an elementary school in the Toppenish School District is moving closer to renewable energy. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the district officials about how Valley View Elementary is taking steps towards a cleaner future.
Valley View Elementary is undergoing a clean energy transformation aimed at lowering utility costs and improving emergency preparedness. The Toppenish School District received funding through a Washington State Department of Commerce grant to install solar panels and a battery storage system on campus. The project focuses on improving energy efficiency in older school buildings while meeting federal energy standards. District leaders say the effort was driven in part by rising electricity costs across the district.
Getting this project up and running was really the result of rising energy costs or associated with electricity here at Valley View. And really just district-wide. So, you know, we've looked at it and kind of year to year, we've seen massive jumps in the amount we're paying for energy. And in 1 year, specifically 27%.
Cable says the project is now in its final phase. Solar panels have already been installed on the school, and crews recently poured the concrete pad that will support the battery storage system. Once installed, the system will store excess energy generated by the panels and provide backup power during outages.
After the concrete is is poured. All we have to do is wait for the battery energy storage system to arrive. They take about 6 months to produce since they're custom made, and so ours is en route to us.
District leaders say the battery system is a key part of the project, especially after recent wildfire-related outages impacted the area.
2024, we had a series of wildfires that were causing a series of power outages in our district. And so what the storage unit will allow us to do is store that energy so that if we were to have more wildfires or large-scale power outages, it will remain operations in our buildings.
Toppenish School District officials tell me that with this solar panel project, the school district has the potential to save thousands of dollars every year. However, they also tell me with the addition of this battery system for storage, they have the opportunity to not just save money, but also make this an educational experience for students.
So the battery energy storage system has a monitoring dashboard, which actually provides data and analytics that we can leverage to work with our STEM students and really build in some educational components here in Toppenish, showing exactly how this energy system is working to reduce energy use.
District leaders say the project will not only reduce costs and improve reliability, but also serve as a hands-on educational tool for students while supporting a more sustainable future. In Toppenish, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And officials say that the system is expected to be fully operational by May with a planned community event to showcase the new technology. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, a brand new school and a new baseball team writing its first chapter. No seniors, a young roster, and a program starting from scratch. Coming up, we'll see how the Lobos are already making a history and what their first win means moving forward. We're talking sports after the break. And giving you a live look outside as the sun is starting to make a little peek over the mountains there. This is from our Dust Elvis camera in Pasco. Stacy's going to be back after the break with a look at your forecast.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected.
Good thing we're covered.
And safe drivers can save too.
Touchdown.
Also, your family's free too. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive.
Welcome home.
So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. Get this exceptional offer on a 2026 Cadillac Optic. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Hey Ham Fam, Easter is April 5th, and when family gathers, spend less time cooking and more time with them. At Honey Baked Ham, we have everything for your Easter feast, like our fully cooked spiral cut ham dripping with our famous glaze, or serve up a smoked or oven roasted turkey breast, or our perfectly seasoned, deliciously marbled prime rib. Add delicious sides and desserts, and your Easter dinner is ready to enjoy. Order online or give us a call today. Honey Baked Ham, helping you enjoy your time together.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion.
We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Stacy Lee started her broadcast career in Tri-Cities Radio in 1995 and moved to television weather 6 years ago. She enjoys the outdoors and bringing accurate forecasts home to you. First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Next live, Kate Mara plus Lara Spencer from That Thrifting Show.
That means I am cleaning out those closets. Yes. Yes, I am.
You know what I do? I go.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy Thursday. It's going to be a nice day as we head a little bit closer to spring. A live look outside Legends Casino Skycam, Columbia Point in Richland, 61 degrees. We have a few clouds out there, but not too bad. Humidity will increase throughout the day with that subtropical moisture bringing in not only the warm air, but the continued showers across our Cascade Mountains. Look at the temperatures through the region. We're in the 50s and 60s. We were at 64 degrees in Yakima at the starting of the show at 5 a.m. So very, very warm overnight lows. Look at these temperature differences from just 24 hours ago. We're a full 15 degrees warmer in Tri-City, 16 in Pendleton, 19 degrees warmer in Yakima than just 24 hours ago. So let's do a zone by zone of your daytime highs today. 50s and 60s there in the Kittitas Valley, 20% chance of rain, some breezy to gusty winds. A little breezier as you get into the Yakima Valley today. Also a 10% chance of rain with temperatures ranging from 73 to 75 degrees in the lower valley. Columbia Basin, it's going to be a warm one. This is I'm almost feeling like summer, not even spring, as we spring up to 77 degrees at Hanford, 76 Umatilla, 74 in Tri-Cities. Foothills of the Blues also nice and warm with Pendleton and Pilot Rock near 80 degrees today. So extremely warm, could be breaking some records. We will see some breezy winds a little bit later on today. Right now, a little breezy in the Tri-Cities. It's blowing around the pollen. Our pollen counts are really high and they're heading up even higher. Jade?
Thanks, Stacey. Talking sports now this morning at 6:40 as Sageview High School is stepping into its inaugural season. Every team looking to establish foundation in year one. So this rings true for the school's baseball team, who are just 2 games into their season. Playing and coaching for a brand new program presents its pros and cons. Sageview only accepted students going into their junior year or below, meaning there are no seniors this school year. On the other hand, it also allows the program to set their own precedents.
It's an amazing opportunity to kind of mold a program into the image that you want it to be, and we're really excited on player development and getting, guys that can be molded and can be kind of worked and kind of build the culture into what we want it to be. So I think that was the most appealing thing to me, was being able to make it the way we wanted to make it, and I think the kids are buying in greatly, and a lot of great character on this team.
In their second game, Sageview got their first win in the school's baseball history. They now prepare for their first conference game, taking on Kennewick next week. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up after the break, your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and also giving you a live look outside before you head out that door. This one from our Dust Levels camera in Pasco. Stacey Lee's back with your full First Alert forecast after the break.
This tax season, Walker's Furniture is giving you a sales tax discount equal to double the sales tax. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can save now and pay over time. This week at Walker's.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's current savings book. Find it online or pick one up in-store today. Select Pepsi brand 12-packs or buy 2, get 1 free, and are just $8.29 each. Papa Nicholas 80-count single-serve coffee pods are sale priced at $23.99. Save $2 on Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, sale priced at $24.99. And find 1.5 cubic feet of bagged Filthy Rich potting soil for $8.99. Find even more savings in-store with our extra member discounts only at Bi-Mart.
Before you head for the slopes, catch the Apple Valley News Now Northwest Ski Report. It's on air during weather, online at applevalleynewsnow.com or on our mobile app. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Check it out.
At McCurley Subaru, your tax refund arrives at the right time for the Subaru A Lot to Love event. New incentives have been released, giving you more savings. That means your refund can go further, helping lower your monthly payment on a vehicle you rely on every day. Whether you're looking for a brand new Subaru or a McCurley certified pre-owned vehicle, this is a smart window to upgrade. Don't let your refund disappear. Invest it in something newer, safer, and more reliable. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
At Prosser Memorial Health, expert digestive care starts close to home. Certified physician assistant Becca Reinhardt is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center, providing compassionate care for a wide range of digestive conditions, from acid reflux and irritable bowel syndrome to liver and pancreatic disorders. To schedule an appointment, call 509-786-5599 or learn more about digestive health services at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at. What do you think?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Fast removal, fast installation. Our remodels take only days, not weeks, so you can love your bathroom sooner. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Make your tax refund go places at Blue Compass RV. Lock in lower rates now. New RVs from $98 a month. Every RV includes a VIP membership to RV Complete. Over $5,000 in value. Shop tax refund specials at Blue Compass RV.
This tax season, Walker's Furniture is giving you a sales tax discount equal to double the sales tax. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can save now and pay over time. This week at Walker's.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, let's get into it as the sun is starting to come up. Dust Level Sky Cam in Pasco. A few clouds lingering, but I do see a little bit of sunshine, and there's a slight chance of some stray showers later today. Winds will start to pick up in the Columbia Basin this afternoon. It's been steady breezy this morning at 61 degrees, so not bad. This is the 3rd day in a row of atmospheric river rain, which has been hitting our Cascade Mountains where we had all the snow last week. That's creating rapid snow melt in our mountains and some possible flooding. And we'll continue to see those showers over the Cascades with a stray shower or two coming through the forecast area. Connell, Tri-Cities could see a slight chance of rain. More than likely, it'll be a little closer to the foothills of the Blues. And this is through your day on Thursday at 9 o'clock. And that's where we have a better chance of seeing those rain showers develop in the Tri-Cities or the Hanford area. Most of the rain, though, sticking in the mountains. Again, we'll talk rivers. We have now added the Yakima River at Kiona. So that's Benton City area where we saw flooding, remember, in December. We're going to be heading that direction again as the river is going to be at action stage by tomorrow evening and then hitting some minor flooding by Sunday. So again, be aware of that. The Natchez River at Natchez also expected to do some moderate flooding. So again, be careful in those areas. Our temperatures have been warm, not record breaking yesterday, but 73, way above the average of 57 in Yakima. We did break a record for temperatures back on March the 7th, but all these orange boxes, we are well above average for the month of March in the Yakima area, and we're going to stay that way today. Look at these temperatures. We'll be watching for some broken records. We also are going to be queuing up some winds this afternoon, so I call it the skirt alert for the ladies. Again, breezy winds, but nice warm temperatures outside and just some minor chances of rain. Jade?
We're going to send it out to GMA for a first look of what's coming up.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Spring Break Mystery. What happened to University of Alabama student James Jimmy Gracie?
It just feels like you're in a bad dream. It's just the thing you think would never happen to your family. But here we are, and we're here to try to get the word out about Jimmy and see if there's anybody out there who could help us.
The Illinois native grew up near Chicago, attending high school at St. Ignatius College Prep. And this morning, his family is speaking out to GMA.
He's the greatest gift to our family. He is beloved by all of us. He's very responsible. This is very out of character for him to be out of pocket like this and not in touch with family or friends, always responding to texts, etc. He's just a great kid, and our focus right now is just trying to bring him home safely.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on this urgent search live from Barcelona. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
6:49, time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning as a resolution in the Senate to require President Trump get congressional approval for future military action against Iran has failed again. Just yesterday, the vote was 47-53 against the measure. Republican Senator Rand Paul joining Democrats in supporting the resolution, while Democratic Senator John Fetterman voted with Republicans against it. It marks the second time Democrats have forced a vote on Iran war powers since the conflict began. Democrats say the plan to continue bringing the issue to a vote, and they are now calling for public testimony from Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. In your business headlines at 6:50, crawfish processing plants in Louisiana are facing a severe worker shortage. The owner of Chez Francois Seafood says they typically hire around 60 people on seasonal work visas, and this year they don't have any, and that means far less crawfish are being peeled. Business owner says the issue is political, with their typical worker pool having their visas rejected. Louisiana's Commissioner of Agriculture says he is also concerned about the impact of a worker shortage on crawfish processing plants in the state. In your health headlines this morning, new studies show marijuana does not relieve common mental health problems like anxiety or depression. Researchers in Australia analyzed dozens of controlled trials published between 1980 and last year, and they found pot does not work to reduce symptoms of a host of mental health issues like anxiety, depression, or PTSD. Now, the author of one of the two studies also said marijuana did not improve overall mental health conditions such as anorexia nervosa, bipolar disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, or schizophrenia. However, experts did say the use of medical and recreational marijuana for mental health is growing. About 1 in 4 people in the U.S. and Canada use marijuana for medicinal purposes. 6:51, now your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. Washington State Patrol trooper at the center of a deadly crash case is resigning. Trooper Sarah Clayson's resignation will take effect April 1st, according to the agency. Officials say her trial is still ongoing, and they are not commenting further until proceedings are complete. Clayson is facing DUI vehicular homicide charges tied to a deadly crash in Richland in March of last year. And one person's in custody after crashing into a church in Pasco Wednesday morning. Police say the driver was trying to flee officers after initial contact in another part of town. Crash happened on Court Street, causing significant damage to the building. You see it there on your screen. Authorities say no one was hurt, but there was a brief struggle, and then the driver was arrested, now facing multiple charges. Pasco police say anyone with details is asked to give them a call. Franklin County Coroner's Office has identified the man found in the Columbia River earlier this week. Officials say 43-year-old Ricardo Aguilar of Pasco was discovered Monday morning near an industrial dock south of the port of Pasco after a fisherman reported seeing the body. Coroner ruled the death an accident, saying he drowned. Authorities have not released any additional details about how he may have ended up there. And West Benton Fire Rescue is explaining its response to a house fire outside its service district. Officials say the home did not have a dedicated fire protection, and crews got there to find the structure already heavily engulfed in flames. There were strong winds, downed power lines, and structural concerns that made conditions really dangerous. So firefighters say they took a defensive approach, focusing on safety rather than saving the structure. Luckily, no injuries reported, and the homeowner is receiving assistance. And the divide between Benton and Franklin counties is growing over juvenile detention services. Benton County commissioners recently approving a resolution removing requirements to meet Franklin County before making changes tied to the juvenile center. Franklin County saying officials are saying that move adds to its ongoing frustrations, especially after their proposals were dismissed. They also say the ongoing stalemate is costing taxpayers thousands of dollars each month. Benton County says the issue is under internal review, and it's still unclear how this will impact future plans. And at 6:53, looking ahead to today, you deserve a free ice cream cone. And at least that's what Dairy Queen thinks. The chain celebrating Free Cone Day today, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's Free Cone Day Thursday. Simple as that. All you have to do is go to DQ, get a free vanilla soft serve cone, but you do have to do it in person. Deal isn't available for delivery. Mall locations also are not participating. The free ice cream is to mark something even more worth celebrating, the official start of spring, which is tomorrow. I love that so much.
Right, the DQ. There's a few of them that I could stop by today myself.
Heck yeah,
So,
making the rounds to DQ. And I mean, just in time for spring.
right. Yeah, we mentioned that. So tomorrow is the vernal equinox. Okay, so it is the official start of spring. Meteorological spring started on March 1st.
But, yes.
So it's been kind of spring, but yeah, so far it's trending to be warm this year, and a little, so I read a lot of weather bloggers, a little look ahead.
Yeah.
Remember 2021?
Just like it was yesterday.
In May and June, and we hit the hottest day on record ever in the state of Washington, where Hanford recorded 120 degrees. I hope we're not hitting there, but it's kind of feeling like it's going to be one of those hot summers ahead. So
I know.
we'll, I mean, that's,
I'm not mad about it.
That's like really projecting out, but I'm like, man, I remember that summer. It was so hot.
It was hot.
Ridiculous. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's take a look outside.
We're going to trend first.
Oh, let's trend first. Okay, let's
because
do
this
that.
is a great way to cool off in some of those hot temperatures. Paddleboarding.
Okay.
But this was a paddleboard pursuit in Florida. So authorities took to the water on boards to nab a fleeing suspect.
That's right. And luckily for us, the whole thing was caught on camera. Just take a look at this. It started when deputies were questioning a man in the Daytona Beach area when he suddenly took off, sparking a foot pursuit.
And that went from Marathon to Maritime when he jumped into the nearby Halifax River. A deputy, along with the Daytona Beach shore officer, hopped on paddleboards and continued the pursuit, which ended, well, predictably, with the suspect treading water and needing some help, clearly.
There you go. Authorities say the man was brought to shore and is now being held on a $1,500 bond. That's one way to get away. Now, speaking of paddleboards, probably not a good idea to be doing those right now.
Our water is still really cold.
The water's very cold still and running fast and high.
Yeah.
In fact, well, I'm going to show you those rivers. We've added a few more on the flood watch
That's
zone
what you were saying.
for the weekend. So
I love the warm temperatures, though.
Yeah.
Oh, look how pretty.
This is beautiful right outside our station. Yes, look at those trees in bloom. So pretty. And I see some blue skies with a few clouds. 61 degrees out there today, so warm. And get ready for some breezy winds. And there is the possibility, like about a 10% chance of a stray shower moving through the area. Not too bad overall. Here's what your temperatures look like outside for today in the 70s. Very warm, and those breezy to gusty winds, especially later this afternoon. All right, let's talk rivers. We are watching the Natchez River near Natchez. It's running fast and high. We're already at minor flood stage, and it gets a little bit higher as we head into Friday night and Saturday. So folks around the Natchez River at Natchez, be prepared again and keep watching that and be safe out there. Remember December, we had lots of rain from an atmospheric river similar to what we're having now, and we're watching that river rise on the Yakima, I should say, near Kiona. Now that's near the Benton City area. the West Richland Golf Course. I believe there is a trailer community there that had some flooding, and so we'll really be watching that as we go from Saturday into Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. You can stay up to date on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Have a great Thursday.